Trading on the global markets came to a screeching halt today. Regulators cite the worldwide economic crisis as the driving force behind the decision.
With food and gasoline rapidly becoming scarce across the globe, militias are forming to fill the void of governments unable to provide basic services.
We've lost power, Lead. Does anyone know where we can find shelter?
No place is safe. If anyone thinks you've got food, they'll kill you for it. Military weapons and vehicles, tanks, helicopters, they're taking whatever they want.
Does anyone know what's going on?
Holy, have you seen this thing? It's like a battleship on wheels.
I just saw a dozen tanks rolling to the south.
It looks like somebody's taking charge, but who the hell are they? If they can stop this chaos, then I'm on their side.
Citizens of the world, we are pleased to announce that the Order of Nations is now restoring security and basic necessities on a global scale.
The Order of Nations shot at us just for asking questions. I thought we were here to hell.
Watch what you say. Every night more people are disappearing.
I heard a resistance is forming.
It's time to fight.
Hello guys, this is Sar. Welcome back to Noobing Around in games that we don't know. This time, End of Nations. Now this is a game that I've had access to beta for a while, but not really tried it for the obvious reason that the NDA was in effect until a couple of days ago. Now it's not though, so we're going to try it out. This is an MMORTS. And that is pretty much all I know about it. So we're going to try it out and learn it for the first time and see if it's something interesting to us. Let's have a look. First thing, choose a charge and join. And that would indicate that it might be a persistent world, which would be awesome. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we can choose a faction and what? A faction and a class, basically. Let's go Liberation or Shadow. Should we just go with this? This is defensive. Choose Spartan. Let's see, I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Not sure what all these things do. Create a commander or deploy. Ah, okay. It's multiple. I don't know. I see. Let's deploy Tsar, the Spartan. Tutorial. Yeah, why not?
The Proving Grounds, Commander. Here you will learn how to use your command interface. First, let's take a look around. To move your camera view, use the arrow keys on your keyboard or move your cursor to the edge of your display. Move your camera view to the right until you see the landing zone.
What? I missed that. Oh, okay. My arrow keys? How will I move my hand over there? Alright, and I can't move my mouse around. Oh, that's already annoying.
Drop zone selected.
Oh, what did it want me to do? Oh, I'm confused reading things. Go over here. Follow the arrow.
Good work, Commander. You can also zoom your camera view in and out with your mouse wheel. Looks like you have the hang of it. Move your camera back to the initial drop zone so we can continue.
Alright.
Now let's learn how to give orders. We've deployed a few vehicles at your drop zone. Position your cursor over a vehicle and left-click to select it. With the vehicle selected, right-click inside the highlighted circle to move.
That is the circle. That circle? Or some other circle? Pretty much like any other RTS. Well, I haven't played RTSs for a while.
You can also select multiple vehicles simultaneously. Hold down the left mouse button and drag the cursor diagonally across the units you wish to select.
Yeah, okay.
When all vehicles are highlighted, release the mouse button to select them. Well done. Let's move on. Here is your company tray, which allows you to control all your vehicles and infantry directly. For simplicity, we'll call all of these units from now on. These are the units you currently have in your company.
Ready to take it to our enemy.
Where do we go? Now, yeah, so the interesting part for me here, of course, is while I don't particularly dislike RTSs, I actually like them quite a bit, but I don't play them on a competitive level like most people that play them do, it seems. But this is an MMORTS, and all of a sudden it has my interest. Now, what I was supposed to do, I'm not entirely sure. So I'm just going to drive around. I'm interested to see if this is a persistent world or not, or how it works really. If there's like guilds, or if you just work for your faction. I think you cooperate with multiple other commanders in the battlefield. What was I supposed to do? Oh, this thing. Right-click a unit icon in the company trait. Oh, okay. Descend to the view. Right-click. Okay.
You can also select all your units simultaneously by clicking the Select All button. It comes in handy when you want to issue the same order to all your units at once. You'll notice that there are other unit icons in the company tray which are not on the battlefield. These are reinforcements which can be delivered if you have available resources. For this exercise, you've been given enough resources to field several more units. Click on each of the red unit icons in your company tray to deploy them at the drop zone.
Alright, this one? Okay, there we go. Let's do the other one too. Need some more units.
Unit has arrived.
Unit has arrived. Oh, this reminds me of
The gang's all here.
good old Red
For
Alert.
the next exercise, select all of your units and move to the next location. Use the provided arrow to find the destination. Remember that you can use the Select All button to select all your units simultaneously, no matter where they are on the battlefield.
Seems pretty straightforward so far.
Excellent, Commander. Here is your radar, which provides a view of the entire battlefield. Note the drop zone you started at to the southwest. Your units appear as green pips on the radar display. Using the radar, you can direct units anywhere on the battlefield without moving your camera. Select all your units and right-click the highlighted destination in the radar. It is also possible to move your camera view using the radar. Left-click anywhere on the radar to move your camera. You can also zoom the radar in and out using the radar zoom controls.
Okay, cool. Got it.
You can view a larger version of the radar by left-clicking the expand button. Try this now. All the same commands can be issued through this larger radar screen. When you're ready to move on, close the radar and we'll continue.
Minimize, yeah.
You're doing great, Commander. Next, let's learn about control points. There are several varieties, and all of them are essential for victory. To capture a control point, move your units within range. When the icon changes to green, it means it's under your control. There's a resource point nearby, highlighted on your radar. Move your units within range to that control point to capture it. That's it. You've reached the control point. Notice the control point icon shows you are in the process of capturing this valuable resource. Note that more units will capture the control point faster. Some units capture faster than others, and aircraft cannot influence control points at all. Good work. The resource is now yours. Notice you've already begun receiving resources, which can be used to bring in more reinforcements.
Where? Oh, there.
Resource point captured.
Let's capture a landing zone. Landing zones allow you to deploy units closer to the front lines and are essential for an army on the move. Take over the highlighted landing zone. Remember to use all your units to capture it as quickly as possible.
What is this? Explosive shot. I guess that will teach me.
You've captured a new landing zone, Commander. This will allow you to bring reinforcements to this location. Since there is more than one landing zone available, you need to choose which one to deploy at. Position your cursor over the landing zone icon and left click. Then, choose select landing zone.
We've lost the landing zone.
What?
Landing zone.
Select the captured landing zone.
Landing zone selected.
Alright.
Bring in some additional reinforcements at your new landing zone. You should have enough resources available to deploy several infantry units. Infantry can capture all types of control points quickly, and can move through terrain inaccessible by larger vehicles.
Yeah, so I just made a control group here, which seemed to... No. Hang on. Control 1. Doesn't work? 1. No. Alright. So they strayed away from that. Genre standard. Deploy additional infantry with the reinforce button. Alright. Just to reinforce. There we go. V.
You're definitely getting the hang of this, Commander. Now that you have more than one type of unit on the battlefield, let me show you how they're different from one another.
Unit has arrived.
Whoa.
Guardians ready.
What the?
Guardian moving.
What is this?
Chain gunner moving out.
It's a robot?
Jawohl, Commander. The hunt begins.
The hunt begins! I can't zoom any further though. Well, that wasn't your typical infantry,
Battle upon us.
which I kinda like.
There are many types of units you'll have access to. Though they comprise the best fighting force ever assembled, no single unit is good at everything. For example, tanks are great versus artillery and small assault vehicles, but they're mostly useless versus air units. Ready to mow them down. As you continue your career, you'll learn what the best tool for the job is, when to fight, and when to retreat and get allied support. During battle, you can move your cursor over any unit in the battlefield, or select it in the company tray to view all its strengths and weaknesses. For example, this tank is good versus heavy and light vehicles, has normal damage versus infantry and buildings, but it cannot attack aircraft at all.
Oh, okay, down here, yeah. Neutral against what? Buildings? Factories? Can't attack helicopters? Neutral against whatever this is. Maybe a... it would be like if this was PlanetSide 2, it would be a max unit. Good against kitchen sinks, and great against other tanks. Okay.
This infantry unit is good versus light vehicles and other infantry. However, it isn't very effective versus other unit types, but it can attack aircraft.
Okay.
There is more information available for both friendly and enemy units, which you can explore between battles. Take the time to familiarize yourself with your units, as well as the enemies. In addition to control points, you will find other elements on the battlefield which help you gain the upper hand. Factories are a good example of this. They provide benefits like support units, defensive weaponry, and additional firepower. Move your units to the highlighted factory.
Let's go. Let's go, guys. Yeah, so this guy talks so much that it's gonna be a minimal commentary from me during this episode, but let's just get through the tutorial here. It's interesting. I like how they run down trees.
That's the factory right there, Commander. Now, position your cursor over the factory icon, left-click it, and select Upgrade. Note that upgrading a factory costs resources. See all those turrets? Upgrading a factory can make a big difference in defending the battlefield. Okay, Commander, it's time to get some combat practice. Move your units to the next highlighted landing zone, and we'll tackle a few unmanned targets.
So by upgrade, it means to put up a bunch of turrets everywhere? Well, that's fair enough, I guess. Landing zone Gamma. It's really been a while since I played any RTS. And An RTS MMO would be just the thing to get me back into it. I do remember there was this Swedish company or something a while ago that tried to do the same. Can't remember how that went. Didn't hear much from it, but that was also a MMORTS.
Move units forward while keeping an eye on your supporting landing zone. Tactical structures can help keep a landing zone safe from your enemy capture. Structures are deployed in a different manner. They can be placed anywhere you have visibility on the battlefield. Left-click on a structure icon in your company tray, and left-click to place it near this landing zone. The structure highlights red if it cannot be placed at that location.
Okay.
Nicely done. The number of tactical structures you can field is limited, so you'll need to choose carefully. If you need to move a placed tactical structure, you can delete it and place it elsewhere. Doing so will cost time and resources. Okay, on to the target practice. Here is the first series of targets now. Notice they appear red on your radar, indicating they are enemy units. Move your units within range and destroy these targets. To do this, select your units, position the cursor over an enemy target, and right-click to open fire.
There's nothing red on my radar. They're all blue. Oh no, okay.
Nice shooting. Notice your units automatically fire on the next target if there is one. Continue to fire until all enemy targets have been destroyed. It looks like you've reduced them to ashes, Commander. We'll have to give you something a little tougher to shoot at. This second set of targets is a little more difficult. A standard attack will probably take too long, so you'll need to use special unit abilities to quickly defeat them. Nearly every unit in our arsenal has a special unit ability. When you select a unit, its special ability button appears above the
Up here?
tray.
Alright. Press continue. I am pressing continue. Dang it. Come on.
Take out this next series of targets. Some special abilities are limited to a short burst of fire before they need to recharge. Others may need to be targeted directly on an enemy unit or location with a left click.
Alright, it actually crashed there, that's why we jumped back into the action as I had to go through the tutorial up until this point once again. But let's see now, with the X... Oh, I clicked X. 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 What the? Lockdown. Oh! Oh, I love it. Oh, that is like my favorite PlanetSide 2 ability from PlanetSide. Actually, from PlanetSide 1.
We have a number of unmanned aircraft to eliminate. To engage the aircraft indicated on your radar.
I need to unlock them, I guess. Okay, so these guys are locked down now, or what? Get up. Cooldown on it? To get up to? Condition not met. Doesn't...
Ready to mow them down. Chain gunner looking for a target.
Move out.
Go ahead, Air Commander. I lead you.
Alright, cool. What is this special ability? Explosive shot. Oh. I don't know what I'm pressing X, but anyways. Q. This. Why am I selecting all sorts of crap? W and Q. Okay. I love those kind of abilities like lockdown. Ooh! Q and W. Oh, it's aircraft.
But they are not very effective brought a knife to a gunfight. Commander, in a situation like this, you're better off bringing in an alternate company of units. Bravo Company is now available to you. It contains a few anti-air units. Click on the highlighted Change Company button on your company tray and select Bravo Company. This will replace your currently fielded units.
Bravo Company.
Bravo Company has been deployed. Note the units are highly effective at taking out aircraft. Go ahead and engage the enemy again. Feel free to practice using the special anti-air unit abilities. Base reporting.
Hold on. I have 3 types of units here. Okay, that's not the same type. So these guys can Star Streak missiles. These guys have Serum X. Gains movement speed and deals 300% damage at a cost of 1600 health. Doesn't seem like the best idea in the world. These guys full auto. Let's just activate all of them at one time. So R, T, and Y. R, T, and Y. RTY. Whoa. These guys are crazy with this Serum X.
Successful leaders use all the tools at their disposal. On the battlefield, you have access to numerous companies. You can construct new companies in the army when you are not in battle.
Okay.
We're getting close to the end of your training, Commander. Let's learn about another type of control point which is capable of providing additional firepower. Move to the highlighted control point.
So you can construct companies outside of battle. It's pretty cool. Set them up.
This type of control point is called a command point.
Little meta game to it.
It provides access to a weapon of immense power. Moving your units into range has already begun the transfer of ownership.
Control point captured.
Okay. Looks like a chef's hat, but I guess it's
Go
a
ahead and
nuke.
grab one of the weapons by right-clicking on the deployed containers nearby. These are often referred to as super weapons due to their destructive capability.
Where they go?
You now have access to a tactical nuclear super weapon and the resources to use it, Commander. The control for this weapon has been highlighted. Destroy the nearby enemies with the super weapon. Left-click the icon, then left-click the desired area to launch.
Where's the controls? This one? Oh, here. Okay, let's see. Well, I need to scout and see what happens, though.
Are we moving out?
Well, let's sacrifice this guy. Serum X should make him run faster.
On the move.
One super weapon.
Megatons of raw destructive power. Using a super
Neat.
weapon requires resources, and each one acquired can only be fired once. To use it again, collect another of the deployed containers. It's time for your final lesson, Commander. We're going to take on a number of enemy units in a live fire exercise. These enemies will be deployed throughout the area. You'll need to use everything you've learned to survive. To assist in your final mission, I've asked for one of our heroes to help out.
Heroes.
Say hello to Sidewinder.
Hello, Sidewinder. Where you at?
This is Sidewinder.
You can add a hero to any company if you have the room to do so. You recruit heroes in the armory. Like other units, they have special unit abilities which can be used when the time is right. Targets are incoming, Commander. Defend this
Acid
area and
missile
destroy all
burst.
incoming enemy units.
E.
Remember to use your super weapon and any tactical structures you have available. If you lose one of your units, you can deploy reinforcements at your landing zone. Good luck.
Where's my reinforcements? I have lost a couple of choppers, haven't I? Oh, there they are. Okay, I want to see... Let's do an air force on them. And the cooldown on this nuclear strike is nearly not up yet. But I have a hero. The hero can do an acid missile burst, and these guys could do Starstreak missiles, which was T and E, and also... Whoa, she has a lot of abilities. Starstreak barrage. Okay, let's just try everything. I haven't seen any like a lot of building yet, though. I mean, with RTSs, one of my favorite parts about it is the build bases. Now, if it is any kind of non-mission specific persistent online world, then yes, I would understand if they didn't add that. Let's see, let's try that one. Okay.
Good start. Remember that your units have special abilities. Use them.
Yeah, we'll use them. But nevertheless, that is something that has sort of disappeared from RTSs lately, I feel. Whoa. Come on. Okay, I might have to bring in the rest. There was what was it called? Warhammer 40k RTS a while ago. Not the new one, but the one before that. That was pretty cool. Had a lot of building in it. And then the next one came and there was no building, and I was very disappointed by that. I like the building part of those games.
Going to be the toughest battle yet.
Finally, let's go.
Well, we do see quite a bit of the game though, except the multiplayer part, which I might have to try afterwards. Anyways, this seems to be nearing the end of the tutorial, so I'll just... And I think the video is already more than long enough, so I'll say goodbye for now, guys. We'll play out through the end of the tutorial, probably, unless it's a lot longer. But thanks a lot for watching, and whoa. Okay. And leave a like and a comment and all sorts of things. And if you are a persistent player of this world, or sorry, of this game, then feel free to give me some tips and tricks, what it's about, some information. We can get into the next video perhaps, or if there is a next video, who knows. Depends. Well, probably gonna do one more to have a look at the multiplayer part of it, which is the interesting thing, I guess. Yeah, so that will be the next one. For now though, this is the end of this episode, so take care, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye!